Covenant Kids Korner, where we grow, facing life's challenges now we know. In Yah's light we stand strong, learning His ways all day long. Come join the fun, come and see Covenant Kids Korner for you and me.
Shalom, Torah Kids. All praise to the Most High Yah. It's me, Adira, and I'm so happy you're here today. It's time for another Covenant Kids Korner episode, where fun meets faith. We learn Yah's truths and grow up strong in His love. Are you ready for today's adventure? Okay, but Torah Kids, before we jump into today's episode, don't forget, my Torah treasure hunters, you have a super special mission. Keep your eyes and ears wide open to spot the sparkly gems in today's gem treasure hunt. At the end of the story, we'll check to see if you found all the treasures. Doesn't that sound like fun? Alright, let's get ready to hunt for those gems. Now, are you ready for today's story? Okay, let's get started. In Adira's world, the warm turquoise ocean danced and rippled gently across the soft golden sand. The bright sun beamed cheerfully over the rows of colorful houses, painted in happy shades of pink, yellow, and blue. A gentle breeze made the coconut trees sway like they were waving shalom. In the distance, the light sound of a steel pan played a cheerful island melody, adding music in the air while little boys' kites danced in the tropical breeze. In the yard nearby, Miss Henny the hen clucked proudly as her 4 fluffy chicks, Pep, Pop, Peep, and Peanut, wobbled after her in a line, pecking at little crumbs in the grass. Cluck, cluck, which seemed that she said, "Stay close, my babies." Ziggy the hummingbird zipped through the garden, her tiny iridescent wings shimmering in the sun as she sipped sweet nectar from a bright red hibiscus flower. High up in a big, soursop tree, Iggy the iguana on one of the branches, chomping happily on a juicy soursop, enjoying his tasty juicy fruit. Just a few branches above him, Frisky and Nutty, the neighborhood squirrels, peeked through the green leaves, chattering softly as they watched as their little noses twitched, and their bright eyes sparkled with curiosity. What are they looking at? Oh, they were looking at Dawid. He was in his backyard, kicking around his brand new soccer ball with a big smile on his face. Dawid had just come back home from his exciting trip to Brazil. And remember, Torah Kids, this soccer ball was a special gift from his cousin Pele. And Dawid just loves it so much. He's been playing with it every day since he got back. Just then, while Dweed was mid-kick, he heard a familiar voice call out from the house. It was his mom, Calling him from the kitchen window was a big smile.
Dweed, sweetheart, you got a call coming through.
Dawid quickly scooped up his soccer ball and dashed inside. He ran to the table where his tablet was propped up. It was a FaceTime call from his friends John, Sam, and Maya.
Shalom, John. Shalom, Sam. Shalom, Maya.
He smiled. On the screen were his three best friends. John was his big smile, Sam in his favorite shirt, and Maya wearing her sparkly barrettes and waving excitedly.
Dude, have a great trip. Dawid, bring me back something cool, dude.
John said with a smile.
Dawid, next time, I wanna go with you.
Sam added with excitement. Maya beamed and said,
Dawid, don't forget to take pictures. I want to see everything when you get back.
Just as Dawid was laughing with Maya, John, and Sam on FaceTime, a little voice popped in with a big smile. It was his cousin Pele, all the way from Brazil.
Have a wonderful trip, Dawid. Please don't forget to take lots of pictures.
Pele said, waving excitedly. Then Dawid smiled and said,
I'll bring you all something special. Maybe matching wristbands that say Torah Kid Power.
Torah Kids, guess what? I know you all must be wondering what his friends are talking about. Well, Torah Kids, Dawid is getting ready for a Caribbean cruise with his mommy and daddy. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? He'll be visiting new places and learning amazing things about our Israelite family across the islands. So, the next day, bright and early, Dawid and his family flew to the United States of America. They were heading to South Carolina a day before their big cruise so they could board the ship at the Charleston cruise port. After their plane landed and they stepped out of the airport, Dawid and his parents got into a taxi and headed to their hotel. As the car zoomed along, Dawid pressed his face to the window with wide, excited eyes. They passed by tall green trees, cozy little houses, and palmetto leaves swaying like they were saying Shalom.
We're really here.
He cheered. Soon they arrived at their hotel. As soon as they relaxed in their room, his mom and dad smiled at each other and then looked at Dawid and said,
Dawid, we have a surprise for you.
A surprise? Really?
Dawid asked, his eyes lighting up. His dad then said,
Yes. Son, we know how much you love learning about our Israelite history, so today, we're taking you on a fun adventure to the Gullah Geechee Heritage Site.
Oh wow. Really, Mommy and Daddy?
Dawid happily said. He was so excited he ran up and gave both his mom and dad the biggest hug ever, right there in their hotel room.
Thank you,
He said, while jumping up and down with excitement.
This is going to be the best trip ever.
Not long after, they left their hotel and hopped into a taxi heading to the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Site. Dawid again kept peeking out the window, filled with excitement.
I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
It's Big Cherry.
This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Go Big Cherry. Go.
This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine.
Oh, glory. You've never needed the Lord before. You must be sure you need Him now. Oh, sure you need Him now. You must be sure you need Him now. Oh, glory. You've never needed the Lord before. You must be sure you need Him now. We need Him every day and every hour. Oh, glory. We've never needed the Lord before. You must be sure you need Him now. Oh, sure you need Him now. You must be sure you need Him now. Oh, glory. We've never needed the Lord before. You must be sure you need Him now. We need Him every day and every hour. We need Him in the morning. We need Him in the day. We need Him in the evening. Oh yeah. And when my heart still hurts, we need Him in the morning. We need Him in the day. We need Him in the evening. Oh yeah. And when my heart, oh glory, if you ever know, sure you need Him now. Sure you need Him now.
The taxi slowed as they passed under a long archway of giant oak trees with moss hanging like curtains. The sun peeked through the leaves, making patterns on the road.
Wow, this is so amazing.
Dawid whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. The car came to a gentle stop in front of a big white building with a wide porch and tall windows. A wooden sign read, "Welcome to the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Site." Dawid's heart was pounding with excitement of the new things that he would learn today. Dawid stepped out of the taxi with his mommy and daddy, staring up in amazement.
Mommy, it looks like it holds 1,000 stories of the past,
he said with a big smile. His mommy leaned down and said softly,
Honey, those trees have been here for many, many years. They've seen so much history. And now, you get to walk where your ancestors once walked.
Dawid held both their hands as they walked up to the house. As they went inside, the smell of delicious food filled the air. Yum! Then came the sounds of drums and cheerful music playing nearby. First, they visited the basket weaving area, where a friendly Gullah Geechee craftsman showed Dawid how to weave sweetgrass into a little basket.
You've got good hands, young man.
He smiled. Then they explored the indigo display, where Dawid learned how his ancestors, the Gullah Geechee, used plants to dye cloths in beautiful blues and purples. He couldn't believe how creative they were. Next up, lunch. Dawid had yummy red rice, crispy fried okra, black-eyed pea salad, fried fish, and oh yes, his favorite, a slice of sweet potato pie.
Yummy! This is so good.
Dawid smiled, his cheeks full of pie. After all the exploring and eating, it was time for storytelling. So, Dawid and his parents made their way to a big, shady tree. Sitting there with a warm, gentle smile was a kind Gullah Geechee grandmother, waiting patiently for the children to arrive and gather around for her special story. Dawid sat right up front on the mat. His eyes wide with excitement and his heart full of joy. He couldn't wait to hear what amazing stories she was going to share. Then, with a big warm smile, the Gullah Geechee grandmother looked at the children and began to speak.
Welcome, my sweet children. Come closer now, closer. Mama Zuri got a story to tell ya. Not just any old story. Oh no, this one about a people with royal blood. People who look just like me and who look just like you. They call the Gullah Geechee people. Yes, children, that name's special. Let Mama Zuri tell you all just who they be. Now listen good, my sweet babies. They got a place called the Sea Islands. Y'all know what that is? Them be over 100 little islands stretching across South Carolina, Georgia, and down to Florida. They sit like green pearls floating by the sea, away from the big land. That's where the Gullah Geechee people made their home. Now, children, the word Gullah, that speak about how we talk, how we live, how we cook and pray and sing. And Geechee, that come from the Ogeechee River down in Georgia. Some of our people come straight from West Africa, and others come through places like Jamaica, Barbados, and Trinidad before reaching here. So, you see, our culture got a strong beat, part Africa, part Caribbean, and all heart. Long ago, in the time of the transatlantic slave trade, our ancestors been stolen from Africa. Places like Sierra Leone, Gambia, Nigeria, Angola, they were strong rice-growing folks. They knew how to make that rice grow sweet and gold. Now listen here. Them slave masters, they wasn't fooling around. They knew who they wanted. Yes, they ain't just grab up anybody. No, my sweet babies. They went after our people, cause we had the skills. We from the lands where rice grew best, and that's what they wanted. They bring us here, cause we could work that land and grow the rice real good. And oh yes, children, we grew rice so fine. They call it Carolina Gold. Made South Carolina rich, rich, rich. But who did all the work? We did. Our people worked under that hot sun all day long. And who got all the credit? Them slave masters. But it was the Gullah people who built that land with their own two hands. And children, rice wasn't all. Our people made a deep blue dye from indigo plants. We had to soak them, stir them. Oh, they stank so bad. But they made pretty blue cloth sold round the whole wide world.
Then a little child says,
Like the blue and blue jeans?
Yes, sweet baby, just like that. But life wasn't easy, children. Them sea islands had swampy land good for rice, but full of skeeters carrying malaria and yellow fever. Them white slave masters got scared. They ain't wanna stay, so they left. And guess what happened, babies? The Gullah people live mostly by themselves. No one bothering them too much. So they kept their tradition strong and alive. They spoke in a special language Gullah Creole. It got African words, English words, and a little Caribbean flair. They told stories just like Mama Zuri doing now. They passed down wisdom from one generation to the next. And oh, they could cook. They cook red rice that tastes like African jollof, crispy fried okra, red grits, and Bene seed cookies.
Dawid asks, Mama Zuri, what's a Bene seed cookie?
I'm so glad you asked, child. Bene seed cookies be thin, crispy, a little sweet and nutty, made with toasted sesame seeds. Bene be a Bantu word from Africa. And yes, baby, Mama Zuri brought you all some sweet Bene cookies today. We made sweet grass baskets, just like in Sierra Leone. We danced, we sang spirituals, we healed, we prayed. We was never just slaves. We was artists, farmers, storytellers, dancers, healers. We was a people full of light. And even today, you can still go to Gullah festivals, hear the joyful music, feel the power in the people, the Gullah spirit still strong. But now, my sweet children, Mama got to tell you all the deepest part of this story. Come closer now. Come, listen. The Gullah Geechee people, they ain't just African. They ain't just survivors. They are part of Yah's chosen people, the people of Yasharallah, the Israelites. And in the book of Deuteronomy 28, Yah said, if y'all don't obey me, y'all gonna go in slavery on ships. Y'all will forget who you are. And children, how did the Gullah people get here in the Sea Islands?
Dawid says, they came on ships, Mama.
Yes, child. Just like Yah said. And in Baruch chapter 2 verse 30, Yah also said, in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. And children, that's what's happening now. We remembering and we returning to His commandments. So next time you all hear Gullah Geechee, don't just think about baskets, rice, or beaches, or okra. Think about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Think about Judah, Levi, Ephraim, Simeon, and all 12 tribes. Think about Israel. You, my sweet children, you are part of this story. You are the living legacy of Yah's chosen people, the Israelites. May the Most High, Yahuah, Baruch you. May He keep you, and may He cause His face to shine upon you, little children, and give you peace. And your good parents too. You hear? Mama Zuri love you all. Shalom. Now here some cookies for all you sweet little children.
Mama Zuri said with a big smile, holding out her basket of Bene seed cookies treats. The children reached in and took a cookie. They took a bite. And oh, Torah Kids, they were crunchy, nutty, and so delicious. Dweed loved it so much. After such a wonderful story and the joyful day at the Gullah Geechee Heritage Site, little Dawid gave Mama Zuri a big, warm hug and said,
Thank you, Mama Zuri.
Mama Zuri laughed with joy. her eyes sparkling as she hugged him right back.
Oh, child, Mama's so glad you came today.
She said with a big smile. Dawid snuggled into Mama Zuri's arms with a big, happy smile on his face. It felt like the safest place in the whole wide world. He had learned so much and felt so proud to be part of something so special. So, that night, back at their hotel, he could hardly fall asleep. He kept thinking about all the fun he had, the amazing true story Mama Zuri told, and yes, those yummy Ben Seed cookies she gave to all the children. And guess what, Torah Kids? Dawid was so excited that when he fell asleep, he even dreamed about his upcoming cruise that night. Oh, what a day and what a night! The next morning, Dawid and his family woke up early, full of excitement. It was finally time to head to the cruise port. After checking in, they made their way up the big gangway to board the ship. Dawid could hardly contain his excitement. His feet were doing a happy dance, for this was his first cruise ever. As he and his mom and dad stepped inside, the cruise staff clapped and welcomed them aboard with big, cheerful smiles. Dawid's eyes lit up like sunshine.
Wow, it's so big, like a floating city. I'm excited for my next adventure.
He turned to his parents and smiled. And Torah Kids, can you guess where Dawid's first stop will be? What country will he visit first? You'll have to tune in next time to find out. It's going to be amazing. So don't miss the next exciting episode of Cruising Through History with Dweed. Bon voyage, Dweed. Have the best trip ever. Okay, Torah Kids, guess what we learned today? We learned something amazing about our Israelite family in the Sea Islands of the United States. That's right. The Gullah Geechee people are Israelites too. They held on to their culture, language, food, music, and crafts. Even after all they went through, they're a strong, beautiful part of Yah's chosen family. And now that we know, we must help tell others the truth about them too. Let's share the truth like seeds in the garden, spreading what we've learned about our Gullah Geechee family so it can grow in hearts everywhere. Here are some meaningful ways we can remember and honor the Gullah Geechee Israelites. 1. Pray for our Israelite family in the Sea Islands. Ask Yahuah to help the Gullah Geechee and all Israelites remember who they are. Pray for their return back to Yahuah.
2. Talk about the Gullah Geechee. When you talk about Israelites, don't forget our Gullah Geechee brothers and sisters. Say, the Israelites are waking up in the U.S., the Caribbean, Brazil, and even in the Sea Islands of South Carolina and Georgia. Talking about it brings awareness.
3. Share their amazing history. Tell your family and friends that the Gullah people were brought during the slave trade and held onto their African and Israelite roots. They grew rice, made indigo dye, sang spirituals, wove baskets, and passed it down through generations.
4. Be kind and respectful to our Gullah brothers and sisters. If you ever meet someone from the Gullah Geechee Nation, with your parents' support, tell them Yah loves them, and they are not forgotten. Remind them they are royalty and part of Yah's chosen people.
5. Share Adira's videos with kids everywhere. The more Torah kids learn, the more truth will spread. Let's wake up the world, one episode at a time. And now, Torah Kids, it's time for Adira's gem treasure hunt. Yeah! Did you find all the gems in today's episode? Yeah! That's amazing! How many did you find? Was it 1, maybe 2, or wait, could it be 3? Yeah! If you found 3 gems, give yourself a big Torah Kid cheer, because you did it. Torah Kids, you are so wonderful, smart, and you pay attention. Great job, treasure hunters. So, Torah Kids, let's work together to bring unity among the 12 tribes of Israel. Let's keep praying for Yah's kingdom to come, and for His will to be done on earth just like it is in heaven. And let's thank Him for this beautiful awakening, the time when His people are remembering who they are. That's you, Torah Kids. Did you know that our ancestors were taken to many different places during the transatlantic slave trade? Yes. Some of us were brought to the Sea Islands in the United States and became known as the Gullah Geechee people. Others ended up in places like the Caribbean, Brazil, Central America, and some Israelites are still back in parts of Africa. But guess what? No matter where we were scattered, we are all still one family, the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That makes us the true biblical Israelites, chosen by Yah. And Torah Kids, just like Mama Zuri said in her story. Yes, Yah said this would happen. But Torah Kids, the most wonderful thing is, Baruch chapter 2 verse 30, Yah tells us, in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. And guess what? That's happening right now. We're remembering who we are. It's such a special blessing to be part of this big, beautiful family. So, let's keep learning, growing, and sharing the truth with our brothers and sisters all around the world, just like Yah said we would. We might live in different places across the earth, but Yah's love and our royal Israelite bloodline brings us together as one united family. Let's keep shining Yah's light and helping other Israelites wake up to who they truly are, the chosen people of Yah. Thank you for joining me today, Torah Kids. I hope you had so much fun and learned something amazing in today's episode. And guess what? Have you seen my episode called The Day the Sun Stood Still yet? If not, be sure to check it out on my channel. It's one you don't want to miss. You'll see how Yahuah fights for His people, the Israelites. Also, don't forget to watch my exciting episode Joshua and the Walls of Jericho. I just know you'll love it. And if you feel like singing, my sing-along, my daddy and mommy has a powerful message just for you. Torah Kids, just a little tip for you. When you're watching my videos on YouTube, ask a grown-up to go to the settings and change the quality to HD, so everything looks super clear and colorful. Remember, Torah Kids, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our Torah Trained Kids YouTube channel. When you do, you help our Torah Kids family grow and you help share Yah's truth with friends all over the world. Let's keep spreading Yah's light, one Torah Kid at a time. I can't wait to see you next time for another exciting adventure here on Covenant Kids Korner with me, Adira. Until next time, always remember, you are chosen, you are special, and Yahuah loves you so much. All praise to the Most High Yah. Shalom!